against Brighton, and yeah, the same players available with the United. No news.
Week, the fact that you've got Brighton tomorrow, you've got West Ham on the weekend, and trying to string together a couple of wins back to back. Is this a sort of season-defining week, do you think?
Yeah, for us it has to be every season every week a big week, and especially has to be a big game, every game from now until the end, because we have to play 11 games, and we have to try to get our best, and it means that every game you have to try to try to take 3 points in every game, and in the last game I think that we deserved much more than the final result, but at the same time, and we analyzed very well the game, the positive situation, negative situation, in the way that we can improve. But for sure, from now until the end, and we have 11 games, and every has to be not a big week, but every game has to be a big game for us, and because we need to take points, and if we want to try to reach the best position in the table at the end of this season.
For me, I just wanted to get your reaction to the news that broke a couple of hours ago that Christian Eriksen has been called up to the Denmark national team for the first time since his cardiac arrest in the summer.
Honestly, I didn't know about this, about Christian Eriksen. Enough. And I'm sorry, and I confused the Christensen, you understand? Christensen and Chelsea, you know? And yeah, for this reason, I didn't know what happened, I don't know. But I'm happy for Christian. I'm happy for Christian because to see him again and on the pitch, and to play from the start, and to play two games in a row, and also to be involved totally, and to play well, and to win with Brentford. It was special for me, and yeah, because I think we are talking about an important player, but first of all, he's a really good man, a really good person, and he and his family deserve to now to live a normal situation, and I think that it's important, and I'm very happy for him, and I wishes for him and his family the best, apart the game that we have to play against them. Okay, yeah.
Max?
Yeah. Antonio, what positives have you taken from Old Trafford?
If I have to analyze the game, and I can take a lot of positive things, and because we played against one of the top team in England, and I think I consider United for the squad one of the 4 top team in this moment in England, that to fight to win title, to win the league, to win trophy, that you go to play, to go there, and to play with personality, and to lead the game for a great part of the game, and to create the chances, to come back twice in Old Trafford is not easy. We created many chances to score, to improve the result. We had the chances to finish the game and to get points. I have seen a lot of positive things, but at the end, the result was you lost 3-2, and for sure we analyzed the game, because we analyze every game that we go. We played in the past a lot of positive things, but there are negative things that brought us and to speak about a defeat and not about a win. We have to try to improve, and we know that this is a long road, but we want to do our best and to improve. The people that is watching our team, I think is understanding that this team is improving a lot, and now is a team that is strong and play every game to win and create problems to the opponent. At the same time, to become a strong team, you have to be stable. You have to be stable, and especially in game like the last game against United, against a team that you are fighting for the same target, and if you have to opportunity to kill them sportive way, okay, you have to kill. Instead, it didn't happen. It happened the opposite, and for this reason we have to make our reflection and to understand which can do to improve, and to try in the next time the final result can be different.
You watched Brighton's recent match against Liverpool. How did you evaluate them?
We are talking about a really good team, honestly, because this team likes to play football. They are strong physically, and they are dynamic. They are strong in set pieces, and they are having a really good season. And a part of this last period, that they lost games in a row, but otherwise, and the table we were very close. And we have to know that the game will be very difficult. I have watched the game against Liverpool. In the first half, I think Brighton deserved to score goals, deserved another result against Liverpool. But at the end, Liverpool showed in a game, in a difficult game, to be a top team. Because there are games when you can have a difficulty, but if you are top team, you have experience, you manage this game, and then you bring difficult game in your side. I think it happened in the game Brighton-Liverpool, because I think Brighton played a really good game against Liverpool.
You're wanting to finish in the top four this season. Do you treat your battle with Arsenal and Manchester United to try and get in the top four as you would if you were going for the title? Is the intensity for that run-in between you, Arsenal and Manchester, the same as if you were battling actually for a title?
I think in this moment and Arsenal seems a favorite, and for the fourth place, and there is United, but don't forget West Ham. Don't forget Wolverhampton, that they are having a fantastic season, and they are in the same position. In England, it's not easy, it's not simple. Usually, when you start the season, you think that there are four top clubs that at the end, in one way or in another way, and finish that these four teams go to the Champions League: United, City, Chelsea, Liverpool. But last season, and Liverpool struggled to reach the place in Champions League. In this season, is happening to United to struggle, because this league is very difficult. For sure, we have to be in the group of this team that to stay in this moment behind, but you have to try to stay close in the table, because there are 10 games, 11 games at the end of the season, and everything can happen. For sure, you have to win, because otherwise, If you don't win, if you don't get 3 points, we are talking about nothing.
And to that end, and don't get upset with me, how much do you need to get top 4 to keep Harry Kane? Because we're coming towards that time where everybody's speculating about who's going to buy who in the summer, and people will again, off the back of what happened here last summer, I know you weren't here, will speculate about Harry, and it'll be much easier to keep him if you're in the top 4. Is that in your mind as well, that, as an added pressure?
But yeah, you know very well what I think about Harry, no? And Harry is a really, really important player for us. And if we want to have an hope and to try to fight until the end for this type of target, I think that this is the moment that I have to ask a lot to the big players, and I have to ask a lot to Harry, Hugo, to Sonny, and these players in this moment, and us to try to lead the situation and to try to keep us until the end there, and for sure for us in this moment the experience is very important. We don't have a lot of experience in this team, and for this reason and in this moment it will be very important to ask the old players with more experience, the old players with great talent to give everything, but much more than everything, because I think that they're giving everything, but 100% is not enough. We need to ask 120, 130%, and to try to continue to have this type of target. And it will be very important to have people with experience, with great talent to lead us until the end, and to try to be very close, no, to reach this target. George.
Hello, Antonio. Do you think that Arsenal are too far ahead now, or do you think you can still catch them? And if you can still catch them, will it go down to that North London derby game that you've still got to play possibly at the end of the season?
You know very well that every game is difficult in England, and we are talking about one game, no? One game, and but before to play against this game, there are a lot of games before, and for us, and it's important to get 3 points and to win, and to try to arrive in this game as closer as possible, no? And I think this is very important, and in England the game is always open, and every game, if you play with the team that is leading the league, or if you play a game against the team that is at the bottom, and every game is very difficult, and there are 11 games for us, and for other teams 10, 12, but before of this game, and we have to try to win much more game possible, and to stay close, and in this case this type of game will count for the table, and not also follow the rivalry, no? Okay.
You mentioned instinct and finishing off matches. Do some of your other players need to learn that? How can you teach that? Some have got it, some haven't. How do you teach that to the rest of your players, that they need to finish off matches and not let teams come back?
No, I didn't understand well this question.
Killer instinct that some of your players have, that some players have. How do you get the squad to do that throughout consistently?
Yeah, but now it's important for us. Now it's important for us to continue to improve with this squad, and to try to to get the best out of these players, and then we'll see. Repeat, then we'll see. Now to speak about can happen, and the situation to try to improve, I think is not fair and it's not right. Now it's important to be focused on these 11 games and to try to get out the best in every game, and to try to reach the best possible position at the end of the season, and then we'll see.
I just want to ask you about Fabio Paratici. In recent kind of reports have said that other clubs are maybe looking to take him away from Tottenham. Obviously you know him very well. He seems to be someone who stays long term at clubs. Is that your kind of understanding, that he's here for the long term at Tottenham?
But honestly, I think that this question is a question for him. Understand? Not for me. I can speak for another person. No, I don't know which are the thoughts about another person. I think this could be disrespectful, no, to speak about another person. And for sure, we are talking about a sporting director that he worked for 10 years in Juventus, and he worked very well, and he's trying to work very well also in Tottenham.
Sorry, I asked you this question quite a lot, but has there been any progress on the skip? Any positive news?
Also this question, I can't answer you. Sorry, but not because I'm not polite, because a skip situation is this is the first time that happened, this situation with the player, you understand, in my management, that I don't know, and for sure, and he's a player that we needed of him, but at this moment, and no one tried to tell me the moment that he's ready, but also for the players, because I think that the players that in this moment is really frustrated, and he's very young, and he's a lot of energy, and he's a really good guy, and to be injured for him, and I'm especially disappointed and frustrated for him, for this situation.
Okay, we'll finish this section with Johnny.
Hi, Antonio. On Saturday we saw Christian Romero celebrating Harry Maguire's face after being on goal. I was wondering what your opinion on that was, and whether you approve of behaviour like that.
But Romero has celebrated, But honestly, and I'm a person that I'm more focused in what happened in the game, and to try the solution, and for sure at the end of the game, and I was disappointed for the loss, and I haven't seen if happen something of strange, understand, and sorry if I can't answer you about this, but I'll go to watch what happened, because and this is a situation that I'm discovering in this moment.